1, 4. And what am I saying when I say 1, 4? I'm talking about going to the number 1 chord, which is C, and then going to the 4 chord, which is F major. 1 major, which is C major, to the 4 major, which is F major. 1 major to the 4 major, which is as F. Now, we could do that, or we could do 1 to the 4 into the 5. 1, 4, 5, and when I say 1, I'm talking about C major. When I say 4, I'm talking about the F major, and when I say 5, I'm talking about the G major. And you hear that in all types of music. And in that case, I just went 1, 4, and then 5 back to the 4. And your 1 chords, your 4 chords, and your 5 chords are your primary chords. Those are the ones you mainly use in major songs, or like, oh, and that's a generalization, happy songs, but major songs are, those are the primary ones that you use. You can use them 1, 4, 5, or you can use them 1, 5, 4, or you can go from the 1 to the 4, 1 to the 4, and then the 1 to the 5. Alternate between those. Those being the primary chords of major songs. Now there's some major songs that you can play the entire songs just in those primary chords. Also, you can use common progression is 3 to the 6. 3 is E minor, which is E, G, B, and 6 is A minor, which is A, C, E. So E, G, B, A, C, E, E, G, B, and the 6, which is A, C, E. 3 to the 6 is another major scale pattern. 2 to the 5 is another common pattern. 3, 6, and now the 2. 2 is DFA, that's D minor. 5 is GBD, that's G major. So 2, 5 is another common pattern. And whenever you hear you can almost tell that the 1 is going to come again. And you know that that's going to be the end of the song. So, those are your main patterns, your most common ones. The 1, which is C, E, G, to the 4, which is F, A, C, the 5, which is G, B, D. And when you're at the 5, after going from the 4 to the 5 chord, the 3, which is E, G, B, moves you towards the 6 chord. It's like almost automatically follows A, C, E. which now naturally moves you toward the second chord, which is the D, F, A, D minor. And that one naturally moves you toward the G major chord, which naturally moves you to the 1. Because they are neighboring tones on the circle of fifths or the circle of fourths. And you can Google that, circle of fourths, and it's a wonderful tool. A circle of fifths, because music tends to travel in fourths. A few other common major scale patterns are 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. It goes like this. And all I did was that did the 1, 3, 4, 5, and when I got to the 5, I sort of like went from to the 6th chord and then back to the 5. And that reminds me of one of the Mario Brothers worlds. Another common progression or common movement, the pattern 1 to the 6. Use a lot in slow songs. And another way of getting there is going 1 to the 6, but stopping at the 3. So 1, 3, 6. So I did 1 chord, which is C, E, G, 3 chord, which is E, G, B, E, G, B, and 6, which is A, C, and E. 1, 3, and 6. Another one used sometimes is 1. And from the 1 to the 1/7 or the C7th chord, the dominant 7th, which we covered previously, and it's a C, E, G, and B flat. And well, we haven't covered that yet, but that's adding a new chord to your arsenal, which kind of, when you start 1 and then you go like that, the 7th, adding the B flat to the C, E, G. It tends to move you towards the 4 chord. So 1 and 1/7. Likewise, we can take the 4 and make it minor by going from the A to the A flat. And then that kind of all leads to the 1, and it's a common ending. Likewise, we can go 1 and then go to the flat 7, which is B flat, D, and F, and then go to the 4, which is F, A, and C. And you can leave the 1 on the bass for those chords. 1, the flat 7th chord, and the 4 chord. So those are a few common major scale patterns. Let me cover quickly